On your phone?
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the marquee matchups this Saturday, Saginaw Valley versus Western Kentucky University. I'm here joined in the booth by my partner in crime, Jonathan Shaw from Towson University. How you doing, Jonathan?
Hey, dude, I'm great. How you doing today, Josh?
Doing really good, doing really good.
Good, man. So one thing I'm noticing early, Saginaw has decided to create what JMU does. They have two blockers on each corner, and then they have their 2 or 3 primary throwers right behind, and it can be a very effective or a terrible strategy. We'll have to see how it plays out for them.
Well, the Michigan teams are kind of famous for that corner defense formation.
Absolutely.
And
Western Ohio has a very different name for that formation.
What is that?
What is that for?
Oh, it's the vagina formations. Because you have the 2 ovaries in the corner, and then you have the cluster of people in the middle. It looks like 2 ovaries in a uterus.
She will provide the X-rated commentary, ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen.
Touche.
So, right out the gate here, Western has been whittled down pretty quickly.
Very quickly. I think to only 10 or 11 early on.
Saginaw's got to be pretty pumped up for this game since Western beat them, actually, at, I think it was the JMU.
It was JMU. I was at that tournament and watched the overtime match, and I have never seen 2 teams more fired up at individual points. Western, they wanted it, man. They wanted so badly. It was a great comeback to force overtime, and it was the quick elimination of Jardine in overtime that I believe was the X factor for WKU. So, like you said, Saginaw definitely comes in with wanting that revenge.
Okay, well, that was Western's first win over a Michigan team, so
yeah, it's huge. Big for that program.
Yeah, they were fired up, you know. But right here, it just looks like
2 players eliminated from Saginaw, number 61. It's so hard with their numbers.
I know. I can't
61.
I think it's 81.
81 and 22, I believe, got eliminated for Saginaw Valley.
Yeah.
But they have been, at this point, relatively dominant and great. Thank you. I just got offered a McDonald's fry, and you never say no to McDonald's fries.
No, you did not. Thank you, Leslie. But Western a little bit scattered here. What made them so effective in that Ohio State game was their communication. But the big difference we're going to see here is Sag Valley a little more organized and a little bit better arms. So that's going to really challenge that new communication and teamwork that Western's built up.
It's an absolutely great point, Josh. One thing I'm noticing with Saginaw is that they are pushing 1 or 2 balls at a time, and they are backpedaling back. As soon as WKU comes up and throwing, they are on the transition game, trying to get that kill, and so far it's working for them.
Well, what really good teams do very well is they are almost unconsciously aware of their ball advantage, and they will maintain that throughout the game. So even though it may not be something they talk about, you don't see them making a lot of throws. Right there, Tanner Boatwright going out for Western, as well as number 14, I believe his name is Chase.
My only question is I thought that Jardine graduated.
Oh my God!
And a very personal decision by number 00 there. Shot clock was going down, and instead of waiting for that shot clock to go off and have all 10 balls, he decided to go alone. And a very clutch catch by number 1.
Yeah, Andrew Dockery has been making some really clutch catches all day.
That is a huge catch.
It was a catch with a shot clock violation, so we get Nick Johnson, number 19, back in, but this point will probably be over pretty quick.
And that would be game.
That is point number 1 in the books, and with 20:46 left in the first half, it is Saginaw Valley 1, WKU 0.
You can see the ball actually hitting the camera, and then like the camera goes like does like a 360, and it was one of the coolest things.
Ladies and gentlemen, getting a great story here from Jonathan about a incident between Towson and JMU where Towson's camera was utterly destroyed.
Absolutely. On the tripod, on the
tripod. Yeah.
And you can actually see the kid throw the ball. He misses wide right, and it just nails the camera. breaks like the connector from the tripod to the camera, and it just knocks it completely off the swivel. Camera's still functional, but the tripod was just done. And I just got out for more McDonald's French fries.
Leslie's really stepping up right now.
This is a fantastic day.
Yeah. All right, back here in point number 2. And
WKU did not get called down as quickly as they did the first point. That's for sure.
Which is usually the inverse of what happens. Western comes out particularly very slow in the second point after having a really good first point. So maybe we'll see the inverse of that this time.
You know what? I'm not 100% familiar with Western Kentucky, but all I know is I saw them as a beast. And I think Sam Hiller did a great job in the Average Joe's most recent podcast. I think they are definitely a sleeper team to look out for. Not only, in my opinion, for the quarterfinals, depending on how their bracket works out, they have every confidence in the world they can take out a team like Saginaw Valley or Michigan State, and they should, because they have proved it this year that they can compete with the best of the best.
They're still a young team, but they've gotten a lot of experience. I think I see maybe 1, 2, about 3 or 4 people, I think, making their debut in a national tournament this year for Western. So they have experience, but they also have that youth. So,
and you know what? That's underrated. That's underrated these days. Having fresh legs, I love when teams come with 20 and they rotate kids out point after point, usually with like the primary players staying, but having like 5 or 6 players that you can rotate, just have fresh legs coming in. And you know what the greatest thing is that if you sit the point before, you actually get to watch the game. You can see who the primary players are, what your team does well and not. And bringing a full 20 is huge.
It is, it really is. As you play so many games, I mean, this truly is a marathon.
Of endurance.
Yeah, this is in no way a sprint. So
absolutely, in no way at all.
I'll be really interested to see how fatigue impacts both teams tomorrow. But Sag Valley, I would say, controlling this point while we were talking. J.D. Gillum, one of the better throwers for WKU, got tagged out as a great catch there by number 88, Aaron Hedges for WKU.
Oh, and just like that,
number 7
Saginaw Valley.
Yeah, number 7 for Sag Valley answers with a catch of his own.
Oh man, takes back any momentum like WKU just had. And at least 2 eliminations. 4
and
4
WKU,
eliminations.
yeah, just kind of dropping like flies here.
Double kill.
Yeah, a double kill there on the far sideline near Bomas. Jerry McKinney got it out and was tagged out.
And now Saginaw is really testing WKU. And they're right on their throwing line. Is that what you said? What? Saginaw is right on their throwing line.
Neutral zone.
Neutral zone. Thank you. Good job.
Yeah.
And they have no interest in going back to their back line. They want this point quick. And they are not waiting for their shot.
They don't want to win. They want to embarrass WKU. I think they know.
Oh,
wow. Austin Debris had a catch. Yeah, Austin Debris had a catch, but had the throw knocked out of his hand, or had the catch knocked out of his hands.
One of those moments where a double throw, actually, you usually see the double throw, one person misses, the other one gets them. But in that situation, the first person got him, and actually second throw that hit the ball, that was first thrown, and that was 16-28.
And as we're talking here, this point comes to an end. So after the second point, we are 16-28 remaining in the first half. Sag Valley takes a 2-0 advantage.
All right. We're back to point number 3. Saginaw Valley. Hey, let's go.
They have no communication or teamwork right now. It's really awesome. several players speaking up and taking a leadership role, but
She's embarrassed me so many times.
the top level competition, sometimes there's voices. I think it's a mistake here.
We had one match yesterday. After that, I tried to be
Getting back to action here. We have a couple guys right now that are definitely accessing four on the board right now. Evan Demas, number 13, leading the charge. Wesley almost looking for the position by number 2. That is Dylan Callison here with the elimination.
Wesley by number 12.
Get that ball before it.
You know what? The ball just at the board inside possibly the guard as well. So little things you don't have to work on.
Yeah, Western being a lot more aggressive at this point for sure.
And the break by 14 overball with dismissed.
You gotta make those kills.
You know what? That will come back to Huntsville. That was one of the spots that Saginaw primary forward.
That would have been a nice kill. Saginaw Valley almost committing a shot clock violation. Gets the ball off just in time.
I have. And you know what? It's surprising. I've seen a couple. I always think it's surprising. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you got
You gotta stop. I have potato chips and Snickers.
So right now, Western Kentucky really pushing. They want to lead by number 10, Saginaw Valley.
Number 2 getting Nick Johnson at 19 out of the front. Number 14, Chase goes down. That's number 22 for Saginaw. So this is a very even point. Western has 7 if my count is correct. 6 over here, okay, so 6 players. I don't want to say so we go deficit going into halftime. What team you are, they say right there. 24/7. 24/7. Yeah. One of the more creative numbers. I think more than satisfied going to have down to I need to be careful here, though. That was elimination number 17. Captain Alex Big Bird Soros going down. That's a sided there, just dropping the ball. Trying to bring it back. And really showing the Western I'm not familiar with this team. I'm not familiar with it. There's a lot of blockers and catchers right now. I would like to have I don't know how to really Western really needs to step up in this next year. They have 2 players on the court that are really good at Rice number 1 and backwards. So I'd like to see those guys concentrate on getting double zero goes down just like that. Saginaw Valley has a 5-2 headed game. That's a really clutch catch. Brings back Felix and Maroney. That swings the momentum of this point. Wow, how clutch. Ladies and gentlemen, that does not get much more clutch than that. Oh, Felix. You say that goes on the speed. Felix step up. They really do. They need him to close out this point. I mean, time is still on their side, but they could easily take Western 8 minutes to eliminate it by Saginaw. They have got to get this. I think it's safe to say number 1 has done his job from this point. He's not going to block the back end. And at this point, he's up to the athlete. Felix, he's an ultimate. He also wanted to pass inside of Felix to step up. So, those little things that we talk about, Josh. All in the corner is staple, but all different in the world. It's a 7:30 left. Well, as we wind down, close to 7 minutes left in this half. These 2 teams really grinding out this point, and there it is. Next round is a straight out. Timeout. Oh, timeout. And Felix Barone looks like he's hurt. His shoulder just popped out. Here it comes. He does that every game. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen some gross stuff in my life. I don't think I've ever seen this live. He does it every game. You all right? Okay. 7-13. I'm one of the guys, the worst thing that I ever had was 4 years old. but I think it might have hit his foot first.
I think it did.
Both of these guys got to stay wrestling in the one on. Number 3, Brett Rice.
Quick dodge.
He's hanging in there. He's got to make a catch. Just avoid it. Yeah, it was. That is the third point.
Really unfortunate thing for Western Kentucky here. Approximately 5 stories left on the clock. I don't want to say that it's possible, but it's possible that there's 5 minutes left. Second half of the 5:30 left in the half. Strange things happen in this world, especially with Dodgeball. And right off the bat, before the point, several players of Saginaw saying, "I want the point. I want another point this half." They have absolutely no intention of just waiting out the clock this half. They're going to play Saginaw Valley Dodgeball, and a fantastic catch by number 24. 20,
I don't know. I can't tell. 24.
24.
24.
A great catch for number 24.
Not 24/7.
Not 24/7. 24.
24.
If you're Western here, you have two options. You can either, if they don't think they can beat them in 5 minutes,
they just need to survive.
Then they need to survive and give themselves a chance of coming back in the second half. But right now, this match has absolutely been all Saginaw Valley, domination on all three sides of the spectrum. I diagnosed that into face-offs, throwing, and catching, and they have just dominated. And another great catch by number 11, Saginaw Valley. Huge, and now he comes up the block and he blocks a couple of Saginaw's throwers. And here we go again, the wall that they formed, and it has worked. It has worked.
Well, this is the best I've seen Saginaw play in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, they did not look like this at JMU. They looked, I don't want to say they looked good, but like that, but they did not look nearly as good as they have looked here this half.
It's I think a definite that every team steps up their game at nationals.
Absolutely.
But I haven't seen a whole lot of teams look better than this Saginaw Valley team has looked in this game.
And Felix goes out, unfortunately, for Western Kentucky.
Felix is really hurting right now.
He is really hurting. And not only is he hurting physically, you can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his eyes after that last out that his team is either just not on it, or they just not having their day. And a great catch by Podlinski, number 13. If I am Saginaw Valley here with 3:25 left, I am looking for this point. I am not waiting.
11.
I think it's unrealistic to lose this point. So I think it's just a good strategy to pick up the pace now.
It is. I mean, what do you have to lose?
You have nothing.
You're up 3-0. So go for it.
A couple unfortunate, if they're, hypothetically speaking, if they decide to pick up tempo and they, let's say WKU makes 2 or 3 nice catches, I think they would be more than able to just then slow the pace down and be like, okay, 3-0 to half, we're perfectly fine with that.
If the momentums were to swing in Western's favor, you just grind it out.
You
wait,
just grind it
out. You wait out the last 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
We're winding down here, about to cross the 2 minute and 30 second mark left in this half.
If if I'm WKU right now, whoever is their captain or vocal leader needs to tell them to slow this pace down. And a great catch. I didn't see who it was.
It's number 12, I think.
12.
Maybe.
And with 2:30 left on the clock in 2.5 minutes, Saginaw has eliminated 10 players of Western Kentucky and has at least a 12 or more to 5 advantage on WKU. An elimination of number 75 of the WKU. 2 minutes left. Josh, what do you think WKU needs to do here?
Well, they're now down to 3 players, so I think you just go into a...
This would be a perfect time for a timeout to keep that ball control, and if you don't do it, I understand each team's strategy is different, but that would have... Ball control is huge.
I think Felix and Big Bird trust their players left out there right now to grind out.
Oh, and
as
great
Evan
catch.
Bemis gets a catch and brings back in Andrew
Catch
Doctor.
on number 13, Kablinsky. What's up, Shackelford? Pleasure to see you, buddy.
Pretty good. I'm feeling good. Didn't get much sleep last night.
I got this. I'm so excited.
And we have 1:23 left in this half. 3 players now in for Western.
And with 1:15 left, WKU needs to survive here. Josh Knight said if there's a 4 deficit at halftime, that's it. And an arrogant throw by number 1.
Yeah, Andrew Dockery going down there.
He knows he made a mistake there. 2 players left. They need to grind this one out and just hold on.
Number 13, Evan Bemis, is a blocker, so if he can just hold on to 1 or 2 of those balls and just keep the throws in front of him, don't let him get into, too close into his body.
And it was
42 seconds.
It was an elimination by number 11 of Western Kentucky, but it was a high throw, and if that was caught, then that would have been big. It's one of those situations.
30.
We've all been there where with like 15, 20 seconds left. If you have 1 person left, and you're that 1 person, and there's like 5 or 6 players left, you don't even go for the
20.
kill. You don't even go for the kill. You just try to make a neutral line throw. With 10 seconds left, number 11 needs to hold on here for WKU.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at us.
Not a ref.
Time's out. There was 2 seconds left.
So now there's huge debate.
When it hit his leg, there was time left on the clock.
Well, no. Are we sure it hit his leg?
If it hit his leg, there was time left on the clock.
There was time left on the clock.
There was about like 1 or 2 seconds.
It was a matter of whether it was blocked or not.
If it hit his leg, it's a kill.
If it hit his leg, it's a kill. And head ref, you know who the head ref is?
The head ref is Alex Bowman.
And Alex Bowman's doing a great job here. The half will be over. And the question is whether a throw of Saginaw Valley's
eliminated the Western
number
player.
11. It was very close. From my eyes, personally, I thought it got him.
I thought it was a block.
Okay,
it looked like a block to me.
And that's the game. And he's counting it as an elimination. The 3 refs got together, and regardless of what you think about that decision, they did a great job getting together, pushing both teams back and making a decision on their call.
So, heading into the second half, we will have a 4-0 Saginaw lead.
I talked to former baller of the month, Zach Phelps, for Saginaw Valley State over the half. And he says that when they came into this game, it was all about revenge. They said they did not bring their best roster to JMU Beast, but it was no excuse. They did not play well. And as soon as they found out that they were playing WKU, that Western Kentucky was on their roster, that it all became about revenge. They said, forget the seeding. This is what he said. He said, forget the seeding, forget everything. He said, we just want to beat them. It's just that simple.
I think you're going to see Western this half really play with that chip on their shoulder that Saginaw Valley had in the first half.
And a really quick elimination by number 20, even though he just went out on number...
It was Kablinsky.
It was Kablinsky, and he's one of, in my opinion, the most undervalued players in this league. He is
so many clutch catches.
So many clutch catches and one of the best blockers. one of the best blockers. He reminds me a little bit of 3.14 for Kent State. I don't know. I just forgot his name. I just forgot his name, and he just played with us today. Billy Cameron. Billy Cameron reminds me a lot of Billy Cameron. And a quick elimination maybe shows a tempo change here for WKU in the second half.
I'm telling you, Western's going to play with a reckless abandon. That's exactly how I would tell this team to play. You're down 4-0. The game's seemingly out of reach. So why not go ahead and play like you have nothing to lose? Because you don't.
You're absolutely right. Not only does West WKU have nothing to lose, but they're playing with the chip on their shoulder.
You're playing for pride at this point.
It's absolutely right. WKU is not a team like Penn State or Andula that can say, hey guys, this is our first match of the year, don't expect a lot from us. WKU has shown when they play well, they can compete with the best of the best in this league. Unfortunately today, they just haven't showed it.
It's just not their day.
It's not their day. Not their day, and another kill on Felix Perone. It was right in his mitts, but I'm sure that injury came into play a little bit.
And what you're really seeing right now is the Western players are putting so much more juice on their throws. Like you'll see Austin Debris just literally about came out of his skin right there with that throw. These guys are pissed. To be quite honest.
Another way of putting that is they throw with their entire body.
Yeah.
Absolutely entire body. And elimination by number 22 Butcher of Saginaw Valley. I'm sorry, he eliminated number 13 of WKU on a great cross-court throw. Something, in my opinion, that is undervalued in this league, the value of a great cross-court thrower. It is not easy because usually the opposite team, they're not going to be up unless they have a ball, and that's when you really get pinpoint accuracy comes into effect with both teams.
The best teams take advantage of fast counterattacks and cross-court throws. That's a recipe for success that the Michigan teams in general have ridden to, several national championships. I think now 6 in a row.
And number 4, our ref.
That's Kat Takeda.
Number 4, Kat Takeda has took 3 or 4 shots that I would have taken and be like, ow man, this really hurts, and just walked it off like a champ. Sorry, not even walked it off. She just stood still and not moved, and I feel like I'd be aching in pain of how terrible that was.
Listen to the alumni podcast to find out how big of a badass.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, she is really.
I think it's fair to say, and this is not being subjective or anything. If you have I'd say Dodgeball is a really talented, right now, relatively male dominated league. I think from what I have seen, and I don't of the teams that really play a lot, he got a lot of games. I think my team Towson is one of the only ones that carries females on their starting 15, I believe. If you have a female that comes back from alumni, or Northwestern State does, yes. They are usually very dedicated members of teams. I'm telling you, and it's not subjective, a lot of females just don't have the arm power that males in this league, and that's not being discriminatory at all. It's just how it is. And let me tell you something, we grow as hard as we can in practice at our girls, and it's definitely undervalued of a great female, because they can be deceptive, because teams can say, you know what, they're not the strongest player.
Underestimate it.
Absolutely.
And they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, no.
Anyone on that court, to me, is even.
Shanice Pierce-Theron is her name. And she has caught, the best throwers. She almost caught number 1 from Kentucky when we saw that right there, right in her midst, and just missed it. She is not afraid of anyone. She has been hit in the face a million times, and she's walks from it like a champ. And it's definitely undervalued of a good female role on the team.
Yeah, Western, I believe, has just had 2 females actually play in games for them. So we still have some room to grow in that area. Yep. I would love to see some females come out, but
I would.
Kind of getting back to the game here, I think the teams number-wise are relatively pretty even. Yeah,
maybe WKU with a small advantage.
One thing I've noticed about Saginaw in my years watching them is they are a very, very lightning-quick team when they get in the neutral zone. It's like they are moving in fast motion.
Absolutely. A great block by number 22. Is that Phelps?
I don't know.
I forget. Great block by 22. Saginaw Valley, even though he just went out. And actually, WKU looks like they are picking up strong momentum here, saying to Saginaw Valley, you will not embarrass us today.
You will not shut us out.
No, exactly.
It's pride. I mean,
it is pride.
You see how many points you can get, and you don't worry about what happens.
Absolutely. Josh, I'm not sure if you've ever seen the Bad News Bears.
No, I have not.
Or the bench warmers. The bench warmers
warmers, yes.
At the end, when they're like, we're not shut out, when the team finally gets the home run.
That's Western right now.
That is WKU right now. I think they have realized, okay, it's not our day. Let's live to fight another day. But yeah, it's absolutely a matter of pride at this point. And the last thing you want to do is have knocked off defending national champions and then see them at nationals and get humiliated. It's worst case scenario.
13. And we'll see what Western can do here. They have some new faces on the court right now.
They do.
Their two captains are out at this point. It's Austin Dupree. That's a big loss there for Western. Austin, the player, right before halftime, who went out on the controversial call.
The greatest thing about this sport is it's such a subjective call when it comes to us. Oh, and that's a great catch by number 2
Popped it up
of
in the
Western
air.
Kentucky. That is huge.
Number 17, Tanner Boatwright going down there for Western. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm really amazed, John, by how, even after 2 games today, these teams are just throwing as hard as they can. The speed in that 3rd game of National Saturday, amazing.
It's unbelievable.
13.
I think it's the adrenaline rush. I really do believe it's the adrenaline rush. And in a game like, we play tournaments like all the time. But, okay, if you win, you win. Okay. If you lose, you lose. But there's no elimination. It's just you play the teams to get better for nationals.
Yes,
at this point, you are playing as high of a seeding as you can get. I'm not sure how WKU has fared the rest of today. But
they're 2-0 coming in.
They're 2-0 coming in.
Beat DePaul and Ohio State.
2 great wins. Yeah. And our table almost got knocked out there. But the last thing you want to do as a WKU is get embarrassed in the last game of the day against a team that you had beat earlier this year. It would not be a good.
If they can come back here and score a couple points, I think that would be a moral victory going into Sunday.
Absolutely.
You don't want to have your morale. Yeah. You can take the loss, just don't have your morale crushed in the process.
And a perfect example of that is the Kentucky-Michigan State game earlier today. Kentucky goes up 3-0, and Michigan State, they tied it up 2. They got 2 points back, and it was a 3-2.
So it was 3-2.
3-2.
With not a whole lot of time left
like
in the game.
3 minutes. But it was just, I talked to Sam Hiller of Michigan State. Oh, and a great catch by number 2, Western Kentucky. On fire this point. Anyway, I was talking to Sam Hiller, and he was like, it would have been really bad if they had beaten us, like 4-1 or something like that, and really a top team crushed them. But when you lose 3-2, at least you know what? We can, we started off slow, but we ended well, and we can beat this team tomorrow.
And that is the first step Western needs to take right here with 16:35 left in this half. They claim their first point. So we will be back in the 6th point. Sac Valley leads 4-1.
No. And that's huge. If we go 1-2,
I don't think so.
I mean, the difference between a 7 and an 11 seed could be facing Ohio State.
And we are back here in the 6th point. Saginaw Valley leading 4-1. Dexter Banks and number 18 going down for WKU off the opening rush. Team catch there keeps, I believe that's Phelps in for Sac Valley.
Who do you guys think? Penn State maybe? Someone here?
Probably number 4.
Yeah.
Aaron Hedges tries for a catch and misses just low.
That's a win.
And a catch by number 25 takes out number 11, Austin Dupree.
You got virtually 3 good games next year in that championship. You guys think you can take it? Yes, you can take virtually.
Sac Valley, I think, will come back a lot more aggressive in this point. It's a great block by Evan Bemis, saves number 14, Chase Fair.
I'm excited to get on this podcast. I'm doing it later.
Lipinski going out there on, I believe, a shot by Tanner Boatwright.
That's unbelievable. That's a lot of hours. Yep, there's a lot of hours in that part. But you got to take personal.
Brett Rice resetting the shot clock for WKU. Sac Valley being a lot more aggressive at this point, but Western just staring down the barrel of a gun, so to speak, absolutely fearless, which you did not see in that first half. It was very much deer in the headlights. And number 3, Brett Rice goes down there on a hard hit to the chest.
We got 24 balls from them this year.
10, 11, 12, 13. A catch there. I'm not sure who that eliminated.
We got $3,000 this year.
So,
we take actually. The sports club guys were like the number 3. And we got total sports clubs like $600,000 allocated for all the sports clubs.
Number 22, with a great kill. 3 Western players go down there on that. So
you ask for a certain amount, and you get every club 50% of what they asked for. And this year, every club got 68%, which equated to around $3 grand. That's amazing. It's unbelievable. We can kill to have $500. Yeah. No, I would love to take a charter bus to the next one.
Dylan Callison with a catch there. A ball that kind of sailed on number 81 for Sac Valley.
Yeah, I thought that they're relatively self-funded as well. They
brings back in number 18.
4,000. 2,700 for the bus.
The big thing with that too is that we're not, but we aren't really, we don't do any kind of.
Number 13, Evan Bemis goes down there as a result of that onslaught, as does number 18. Western down to 3 players here. Dylan Callison, Nick Johnson, Andrew Doctor. Let's see if any of them can make a catch right now to kind of salvage this point. Andrew Dockery tries for the catch and misses.
What time is that?
It's just going to be whenever everything ends.
Okay.
I mean, it's about 3 hours. It's going to be a long campus meeting because there's a lot of stuff to go through.
Okay. Is it just one representative from each club? I want to get Sean. Oh, and a great catch
what
right
a catch
here
by 25
Milak.
Who has the worst haircut of all time, but has made some really great catches. Tries for his 3rd, but just can't quite bring it in. Great effort, though. Western is down to 1 lone hilltopper. Number 2, Dylan Callison.
Sorry about that, Josh.
It's all right. You haven't missed much. Sac Valley's come back out and slam the door right back in Western's face. Dylan Callison hanging in there.
And WKU number 2 provoking him a little bit.
Probably not a wise thing.
That is a terrible idea. And his throw was so off. It wasn't even close. It actually hit the net like 10 feet from the line. That it's shot clock violation.
Yeah.
And now you have one of these, from what I can see, one of their best catchers at this point has been on it. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I heard that last time.
So now you have number 2, one of the best catchers, who has made, in my opinion, a very uneducated decision. And now you have some of the best throwers in their game in the entire league. Just that will be absolutely done for that.
You have
shot.
at least 7 balls coming your way, I would say.
At least.
Yeah.
I would say I give number 2 a 1 in 10 shot of surviving. 10%.
I'd say 1 in 20.
1 in 20.
5. I give a 5% chance.
5% chance. I give 10% chance of surviving. By surviving that, I mean like actually him getting out, not a catch. And look, he throws his arm out.
And there you go.
That'll do it. There you go.
Sac Valley goes up 5-1. We will see you guys back here in the 7th. And play resumes here in this 7th point. chase goes out because he had a ball in his hand, and even though it hit the ball when he was laying on the ground, it knocked the ball out of his hand.
Absolutely.
So he is eliminated.
Not the start that you want if you're WKU for this point. I think we've established at this point that it's just a matter of pride, and a huge by Ebot, number 25. Huge out, just nailing number 75 right in the chest.
Crushed him right in the chest. That
oh
hurt.
man, you could
see him rubbing his arms.
You could hear that one. You could hear that one.
10, 11.
What I'd like to see Western do right here, as we pass the 10 minutes left in this half, as we got a timeout.
By Saginaw.
What I would like to see Western do here is get some of their younger players experience for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
This game is done.
This
Let's
game's
be
over.
honest.
It's over. It's 5-1.
So don't waste your best guys on a game that's decided. Let's give the young guys some experience.
And you know what?
What? No, we don't. No?
No, we don't have to.
No, you're absolutely right. Getting experience for young kids, even next year, when it comes up again next year, man.
This is the best place to get experience.
You know what else? It's just the memories. Like, I was talking to my vice president. I'm sorry, my treasurer, Katie, who's on our roster. And, I said, you know what, man? I was like, we got written excuses from school to get out and play dodgeball for a weekend.
Yep.
At national events, traveling with Jamie to Kentucky. Does it get any better than that?
It really does.
It really doesn't. And, if you're a fan of this sport and you love it, man, this is paradise for you. These are a couple of the best players, I don't want to say the world, but in the U.S. just coming at it. And you know what? It's great seeing team strategy and teams develop. JMU's development has been huge, and I think, they just took down Grand Valley. Yeah. If that doesn't say, you know what, guys, we're going to win a national title, then I don't know what does.
It was a big
really
statement.
Don't know what does. It's
sure.
huge.
For sure.
Absolutely huge.
And we are back here after a brief officials timeout. So that a spill could be wiped up on the floor. Someone started bleeding from their nose after taking a catch to the face.
Ooh, and our ref over here to the left avoids that nut shot, man. That was waist high and coming right at him.
Saying thankfully he has big thighs.
And we see Saginaw once again. Spencer Jardine.
Wow.
Being Spencer Jardine. And with, I don't know what qualifies in many teams as a good throw, Felix Barone
wound up and threw that from the heart.
The heart. And Spencer Jardine said, you know what?
This
Not
is for
today,
you.
kid.
Yeah.
Not today.
That was a little former captain on former captain violence right there. The best kind of violence.
Oh, a great block by 99 of Western Kentucky. Huge. I know this game is over, but what a great block by 99. We have Felix now, absolutely exhausted.
Understandably exhausted.
He's
curled up on the ground. He's in the fetal position.
He's in the fetal position. But you know what? That man is a stud, and he leads his team into battle. I think he would say that it just has not been their day or their point or their game.
Not their game. It's been their day. It's not their game.
By number 7. Good job, number 7. And number 7 saying I caught a ball, and it's those moments, man. It's too funny.
They are fun.
Thanks, bro. No, Josh, sometimes when you're playing dodgeball, you have 2 or 3 matches in a row, you don't have time for water. Sometimes there's nothing better than sitting down and having a nice cold cup of water.
I hear that, man. Especially in a tournament like this. gentlemen, we're coming to you from my phone because our recorder has its memory card full. So what just happened there, John?
And I don't know who it was on Saginaw Valley, but they caught some number 10 sleeping at a level I've never seen. Just had his head down for WKU and across court, just absolute fake shot, square. He just went right down to his knees. I mean, oh my God, Josh, did that one look painful? I've been hit in the head a couple times, nothing like that though. I'm really sorry that we didn't have the recording because I would have loved to hear the fans' reaction from that one. Because, oh my God, I mean, that one looked like it just hurt. I'm noticing Grand Valley actually scoping out both WKU, no, sorry about that, and Saginaw Valley here. Both teams that Grand Valley could wind up seeing tomorrow.
Play, yeah,
I don't see any of them being first round teams that they would face because Grand Valley will probably. You know what? Grand Valley lost to JMU. I would say they draw the 6th seed. They could see potentially a Western Kentucky tomorrow in the first round.
They very well
it's definitely a possibility.
It all depends on how the seeding shakes out.
It's all
and
depends.
we won't know that until the captain's meeting. So it's all speculative at this point, but it is a very good possibility.
Oh, and 14.
Really nice attempt at a catch there by
really
Chase.
Really beautiful, yeah. You can tell, man, you can hear the kid breathing heavily, and you wanted that one. And 99, unfortunately, not able to get around to that block for Felix Barone. Josh, you've been around this league for a while. Where does Felix rank overall if you factor in everything he does for WKU? Where does he rank in like the wide spectrum of who's in the NCDA, like player-wise?
He's probably, I'd say, a top 20 guy.
Okay.
And I think I only say that because I didn't have the fortune of seeing a lot of the earlier teams. You know, we came around in 2007, so there'd already been some years with some legendary players. But you know, Felix is WKU Dodgeball.
Felix is WKU Dodgeball.
Absolutely.
The heart he has, man, you can just tell he cares so much. And a great by number, Putnam? 24/7. That was 24/7. Putnam, 24/7. Oh, with a monstrous kill right there, man. Oh my God. You have 4 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yeah. We won't say anything about it.
We won't say anything. We won't say anything about the game not being started on time.
Maybe about 45 seconds elapsed.
No big deal.
No clock running, but that's all right. It's like extra 45 seconds these two teams get to play.
Yeah. Really, also I noticed a good experience for a team, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, that we played them. We beat them 3-2, but they got some ballers on that team. This is a perfect game to watch for them because they want to get to a point where they can be a WKU who can come to a tournament and upset a great team like Saginaw Valley State.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we cross the 4-minute mark left in this game, Western is exhausted. Hands on their hips.
They're tired.
Hands on their knees. Everyone's tired right now. But you really start to see the depth that Saginaw Valley has and the quality of their depth as their players are still on the attack. They're still headhunting. They're still looking for those kills. So that's where the difference comes in, the quality of your depth. But get past your top 5. Who do you have, 6 through 15, that's going to carry your team?
I had a couple fans taking a couple shots over here.
After this game, alumni games going on in the first quarter.
Female?
Afterwards.
Yeah, okay, as well. It was really interesting. I remember it was about a month ago, and it was a national preview, and it was written by, I forget who, but it was a bunch of people. And they did, I'm not sure if you go on the NCDA website a lot, Josh, but it said, like, every team's, like, weakness, X factors, and everything. And I remember for SVSU, it said their weakness was their depth.
Which is interesting.
Because
that's what I see as one of their big strengths. Yeah.
And I remember Spencer Jardine commented on it, and pretty much whoever wrote that article, whoever wrote that on them, lit them up, saying he was so disappointed, saying that he thinks that was one of their best strengths on their team. and it's showing dividends here because they are looking as good as any team right now in the nation. I've said it before, I think it is a 6 team. There's clearly a best 6 in this league, and then there are teams like Towson, Central Michigan, other teams, I guess you could say, I forget, Ohio State, that can always give these teams a run for their money.
The dark horse team.
But at the end of the day, it all comes down to teams like Saginaw Valley, and to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that just best, you have to beat the best. And that just has not been, I don't know what that was, but it has not been the case today for Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. With almost 1:45, with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the game, let's see, Western Kentucky is down, I want to say 7-5, something around that. Big Bird number 75 right here. Oh, with a huge catch. Oh my God, he just clenched his hands there, man. What a catch by Seven. Oh, and another amazing catch by number 10 of Western Kentucky. Saying to Saginaw Valley, even though we have a minute left in this game, we are not letting you run over us. And this could be great moral support for tomorrow and later tournaments to come. 1 minute left.
10, 11.
Ow, God.
35 seconds.
35 seconds left on the clock. Now, you guys.
That's the game.
I don't know what that took out, but it took out something. And kind of hit me in the face a little bit. What did they got?
Murder ball.
It just took out the camera pouch, literally lit the camera pouch up. And had that been my phone or anything else, I probably would have been in serious shit. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that will be the game with Saginaw Valley taking down University of Western Kentucky University with a score of 6-1. It was Josh Reamer and John Shaw out, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been hit by